Hey, my name's Alex McCorder, and this is my community service project for Aviation Leadership. So the objective and overview was to gather food and donate it to a local food bank, and we basically the objective was to help those in need and those not as fortunate as myself or others, and it was to bring together the aviation community and the students that I have to support others, and that was the overall objective, and it was also to develop my own leadership skills. So it was a test for me to really get all my coworkers and students involved in this project, and that was something challenging for me. And I'll go over that a little more in the PowerPoint, but I really loved it. It was really rewarding and fulfilling to help those in need and to provide them with goods and services. So the overall plan was to set collection boxes throughout the office, which I did, and to convince my students and coworkers of my vision. So I set up boxes throughout the office. I let my boss and administration know that I was planning to collect food, and they were extremely supportive, which was I was very grateful for. It's much easier to do this if you have the help and support of others, and we collected quite a bit of food that I was donating every week. And actually, my roommates were the ones donating the food because I work 7 days a week, so I needed help. And my roommates were able to donate the food while I was at work. I would bring it home, and they would get it to a local food bank, which was extremely helpful and important. I'm really appreciative of them for that. So the implementation process was this is a company, Ascent Aviation, here in Jacksonville, Florida, and it was throughout the month of June, just the whole month, every week, and I was just getting students of other instructors and my own to help me out and to get this project done. It kind of brought us together as a community in the aviation community, which was really cool to just watch and see and develop over the course of a month. A lot of people were very supportive, which I wasn't really sure how it was going to go. I figured it was, but it was really nice to see the amount of support it had, and it translated into a very positive experience for everybody. The leadership skills that I believe that would have helped me the most here would be my achiever and strategic. I'm a very strategic minded person, and part of my strategy was to get others involved. I knew I couldn't do it alone, and I kind of had to rely on others quite a bit to help me because I can't just donate food myself every month, and I also had to rely on my roommates to help me transport the food to a food bank. So I'm a very motivated person, and that is part of my achiever leadership skill. And I try to use that to motivate myself and to help motivate others, and others to be follow through with my own motivation and help to inspire others to do the same. A little bit about team dynamics. So here's Lucy. Works the front desk, and she was extremely helpful getting the word out to all the other instructors and helping me and letting the other students know um, that this was going on. And she did a fantastic job. And there's a little food box right there that we used, and I would just take that home every week and give it to my roommates, and they were nice enough to go donate that to a local food bank. This is Damien and Seth. Damien's my roommate. Seth is one of the employees who works there. He was a really cool. He's a really great flight instructor, and he was one of the main proponents behind the project and helping get everybody together and help support me to get this food drive going. And he was crucial in that kind of role, and I was really appreciative of him. This is Damien and Claudia. These are my two roommates, and they were the ones helping me behind the scenes, so to speak, when I would come home and give them the food to donate because I get home around 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and I just don't have the time. The food banks aren't open, and it was more of a challenge than I thought to donate food to get that kind of scheduled. That's something I didn't expect. You actually have to like schedule it out and call in advance and things like that, and that was a little unexpected. But they helped me overcome that issue quite a bit by scheduling that for me, and I am extremely appreciative for them. Follow up would be more organization, just a little more organized with the process, getting it off the ground a little sooner. I guess I have a little bit of a hard time managing my time, and I'm extremely busy, so I really had to rely on others, and I probably would have done a little more to get my coworkers involved, but luckily the administration of the organization I work for was really helpful in getting that done. And using social media, I don't have social media, I don't have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anything like that. And I think if we use social media, it definitely would have helped the process and brought more people together. But that's just hindsight right there, and that's something I can do better in the future to keep this project going, because I want to keep this thing going, because it's not something that just has to end because the project is over. It's something that I'm hoping I can continue into the future, and others will hopefully just keep the trend going. And I believe that is it. So